Hi, Thumos, and welcome back. 2022 is here, and I believe more than ever, this year we have to have systems. Systems in place to guide us, to keep us on that path. That's our motto for the week. Every week we're going to have a motto, 52 weeks, 52 mottos, and the motto for this week is stay in your lane. Just like Base Tortoise going against Horny Hare. He stays in his lane, okay? And he doesn't get off path. Even though he's slow, he just goes 1 foot at a time. Day by day. Wakes up, does what's in front of him. And that's how he wins the race. What is going to separate this year from last year? If we keep doing the same things, we have the same guidelines, we follow the same rules and the same systems as 2021, what's going to be different about this year? Even though we're so motivated, we're so hyped up right now, what about a month later, man? What about 6 months down the road, we're like, damn it, dude, I messed this year up. I'm in a rut. What now? Then you start thinking, let's get it right now, dude. Let's dial it in. And that's systems. Think about it. When you're a young kid, you don't care about anything. You just want to have fun and eat. That's it. So you don't need to worry about anything. The moment that you grow up is the moment that you start worrying about the future. You start thinking and stressing about the future. And so in order to get to a future that looks desirable, you start to realize that you need systems in place. You need processes in place that are going to get you closer to that thing. So let me just break this down uber freaking simple so that we can get on with our lives. In 2022, put a system in place for your main goals. If it's fitness, get a system in place that makes you go to the gym, that makes you use the time in the gym wisely, and that makes you get real results. For me, that's following a workout routine. If I go into the gym and I just leave it to my inspiration and motivation, guess what? It doesn't always show up, man. I don't always get a nice energy drink, or I don't always have a pre-workout. I don't even take pre-workout now. It's not there if I'm just going to leave it to my inspiration. Sometimes I dread working out. And so for me to actually make progress this year, I have to follow a system. So that's a workout routine. So I got my workout routine laid out. I've got it in the High Thumos group so that the guys can come in, they can take the guest workout, and they can have this system in place. Boom, I go to the gym. This is what I got to do. That's a system. Have your clothes ready. Have like underwear that are washed and don't have doo-doo stains on them so that you don't feel like, oh man, my underwear are dirty. Now I can't go to the gym. Have socks ready. Don't spend an hour looking for socks. That's all part of this system. Put the right things in place so that you can make it easier on yourself to actually hit your damn goals, man. That's why a lot of us are afraid of success. When people say they're afraid of success, it's because they are afraid to actually take the time and put the system in place, because that's hard. Like, imagine if a girl came up to you right now and said, hey, daddy, I want to come over tonight. But your room, you got Cheetos on your couch. And you have, you just got, your video game cords are everywhere. Would you even be ready? And so you're afraid of success because you're afraid to, to take the first steps towards success. And that's a system, man. So when it comes to the gym, listen, pick a time when you're going to the gym. It doesn't have to be exact, but get a good feel. Am I going to go to the gym in the morning or at night? And if it's in the morning, then you stick to it. But don't go into the gym in the morning one day and then at night the next. If you're going to wake up at a certain time, when's that time going to be? When it comes to making money, think about it. If you're in school right now, you need to have a time that you have to study. It can't be, I'm going to study when I feel inspired. I'm going to study when I feel like it. No, you have to have a time that you study every single day. That's a system. You have to have the notebooks. You have to have your book spot. You have to have everything ready. You have to know where you're going to study. It has to be a room, or it has to be the library. How are you going to get there? Make it simple. Figure it out. Get on your way to being successful. When it comes to your work, maybe you have creative work. Maybe you have a job that needs to be done. You need a time block. You need to understand. Listen, inspiration is not it's not a reliable mistress. Let me just tell you that, okay? The muse will show up to the meeting, but you need to be early to the meeting. Seriously, the muse will show up and give you all this inspiration and creativity and eureka, It'll be there, but you need to show up early to the meeting where it's not going to happen. She's never going to be there. And so this is what discipline is. It's doing the thing that you don't want to do regardless of whether you feel like it or not. It's showing up on a daily basis, one step at a time. That's discipline. Put the system in place, brother, and it's going to make your life way easier. You're going to take out all the guesswork. You're going to stop questioning yourself, and you'll start to see the lane in front of you that you can just go down. You can see it now. You're like, man, life is not that complicated. I got my fitness together. I got my finances together. I got my relationships together. I got my spirituality together. What else do you really need? And within that discipline comes a place of power, okay? So, again, the time blocking, set aside a couple of hours a day that you are doing work. Stephen King is one of the most famous authors. He cranks out books. And one of the things that he does is from 8 to 12, that's 4 hours. From 8 to 12, he locks himself in his office, and all he does is write. And he aims to get done, I was watching his interview, about 6 pages. Now, imagine you do 6 pages every day for a year. No, you just churn out books, and that's the bare minimum. So if the muse, he's early to the meeting, the muse shows up because he's there, he's on time. You got to show for the muse to be there, and boom, now he's really feeling it. The creative juices are flowing. 20 pages later, that's a great day. It doesn't always. Some days you just don't have it. Some days she's not there. She's busy. She's off, probably sleuting around. But at least you're there and you're ready to make things happen. And so think about this. Just pick a few hours every day that you're studying or that you're working, and like really just sit your ass down and do it. That's what Stephen Pressfield in the book The War of Art says, is that the hardest thing for a writer is just to sit his ass down. Sit your ass down, dude. Let's make a commitment in 2022 to follow the system, to sit our ass down, to embrace the work. Even if it's boring, even if it's kind of mundane, we just brace the work. We step up because we're men. Scoop our nuts and just step up. And you fight that resistance, that voice in your head that says, oh, go do something else now. Go have fun, go out, go hang out with friends, have a beer, drink, go watch some prom. Like, dude, let's be committed this year. We have to be. Or the previous year is going to be exactly like this year. 2021 will be no different. 2022 will be no different than 2021. What's going to separate it unless we have these systems in place? So pick a time and do your work. If your goal is to find a relationship, then you got to start approaching more girls. If in 2021 you were on Tinder all the time and you're kind of getting jaded, something's got to change. Because if your mindset is the first to go, that's going to affect everything else. No one wants to be around a miserable person, a miserable sod. So get over that stuff, man, and realize you got to actually scoop your nuts and start cleaning up your life. Get in shape. Try, make more eye contact, approach more girls. Maybe that's your goal this year, is to get more comfortable talking to women. So you talk to everyone. You talk to the girl at the cash register. You talk to ugly chicks, fat chicks, hot chicks, mediocre chicks, whoever it is. You talk to guys, you talk to girls, you talk to everyone. And you get comfortable being social, and you get comfortable giving off good energy, and you get feedback because you get to see how your energy impacts other people. Because if you don't know how it impacts other people, like, what the hell are you doing? You have no way to gauge. If you're never social, if you're never going out there, you can't tell. So you have no idea. So it's all, you just get caught up in your head. Why wouldn't you be caught up in your head if you have no one else to bounce ideas off of? All right? So that's really it, guys. You just put the system in place that makes it easy for you to do the thing you need to do every single day. That's it. That's all you got to do. Keep it Ithumos. Keep it base tortoise. All right? Stay on the path. I'll see you guys soon.